Everybody stand, take off their hats. Lord, we just want to thank you today for this perfect weather. Yes, it's hot, but we've had to use you for every day in our life. We're presented challenges, Lord, that you just cast upon us. But we seem to always just do what we have to do, and we're learning to just walk your walk and talk your talk to make ourselves better, make this world better. We just want you to bless all these drivers. We had a driver 2 weeks ago that had a bad wreck, and he's here today. And it's because of the prayers from all over the world that Lord opened back with us today. Just come to this racetrack. So Lord, please just bless all these racers today, all these fans, and just continue loving all of us. And just, we want to do all this for you, and just, you know, what we need to do for you just to make ourselves better, make our families better, and make this world better. Lord, in your name we pray. Amen.
All right, first pair in the water is going to be Mr. Steve Davis, the Skinny 3-car, going against KJ Phillips. KJ out of Rutherford, North Carolina, Skinny out of Monroe, North Carolina. All right, that's why they call him Spanny. Mr. Steve Davis, my 2020 A-Gas World Champion. After he won the championship, he went ahead and retired from racing, but he just couldn't stay away from it. He had this little Ford Falcon built, and he's back here today running against KJ Phillips. Some of the younger kids like to say, we got to have these youngins. We got to have these youngins to keep Southeast Gassers alive. We got to have these youngins coming in, and we'll get more and more youngins racing. Next pair up. Gonna be Jerry Dean. Saw him run earlier. He's out of Lacey Springs, Alabama. He run against Rick Varner in the finals of our Wilkesboro race. He's going against Eddie Willis, the Gift out of Pike County, Indiana. Rick Varner, the buyer, chooses to run now. make an easy pass in that dirt man car. My 2022 champion. He's got that thing on rails. He's already won the first 3 races. Randy Kiefer, and that's fine. Taking the 56 Pontiac wagon. Going against Nick Johnson, the L79 Chevelle here in the tower side. It's going to be the Mercury Poison. That's Mark Hackett, my 2020 Super Shot World Champion, going against Taylor Bright out of Charleston, South Carolina. That beautiful Barracuda. Going to be Hackett. Going to be Rick Cathcart going against Brian Dalton Sr. Rick Cathcart running his old car. Winner goes against Hackett in the next round. Cathcart knows both these cars in and out. He built both of them. And he picks up the win. He'll run against Mark Hackett in the next round. Going to be Ernie Smith and Dan Hogan. Ernie Smith out of the hole first in the Saturday night special. Making another round. He's going to go down for taking that win in the first round. Coming up next, Art Russell, the Pink Panther out of Kingston, Tennessee. He's going against Matthew Miller in that Hales Bales Ford out of Warner Robins, Georgia. Wheels up start by both of them, betcha. Yep. Even start. Good close race, upper end. Who's it going to be? Now, Pink Panther, Mr. Russell, out of Kingston, Tennessee, advancing into the next round. Out of Hammond, Louisiana, comes Larry Cummings in that little Ford Falcon going against Sheila Miley. The Mighty Mouse car out of the way of Pike County, Indiana. Sheila got him off the tree, but he's able to drive around her up there and jumping jack class. Going to round number 2 for Larry Cummings. The Hard Rod of Ben Shaw. Ben out of Lebanon, Tennessee. He's going to get Sandyville, Virginia's own Diana Casco in that quick draw Falcon. Diana Casco picking up that win. The Buckeye Bandit, Dusty Baker, out of Mansfield, Ohio, going against Waxhaw, North Carolina, Pucker Time, Ben Helm. Little Chevy 2 here in the tower side, little 55 Chevrolet over there in the right-hand lane. What the time advances into the next round. Coming up next, my number 4 qualifier, Billy Wilson, the little Studebaker called Troublemaker in the tower side, going against T.D. Brown, the deputy dog out of Dalton, Georgia, the number 21 qualifier. Winner goes against Ernie Smith in the next round. Billy Wilson, right, tower side lane, going to take that win. He'll go against Ernie Smith in the next round. Next pair out going to be the number 6 qualifier, Brad Wimberly, the Southern Sizzler out of McDonough, Georgia, for the 62 Tonic, going against Derek Napier, the Tonic Hillbilly out of Clinton, Tennessee, part of the Tennessee Hillbilly game. Next pair out going to be Ricky Jones, the Stud Muffin, out of Coleman, Alabama. The number 7 qualifier going against Zach Hall, the homegrown Chevrolet out of Bluntville, Tennessee. Shannon High, out of Gaffney, South Carolina, in the Flying High. The number 10 qualifier going against Chandler, Arizona's own Rick Taylor, the little 53 Chevrolet called the Maverick. Out there first in the tower side lane, going to take the win. Next pair out going to be my number 3 qualifier, Tim Hall, and that Scalded Dog out of Abbeville, South Carolina, going against Dwight McGuire and the Steel Lady here in the tower side. Coming up next, my number 5 qualifier against my number 25 qualifier out of Inland, South Carolina, the Youngblood dog, Josh Pruitt. Going against Jaron Purdue, the Adams County Outlaw. Winner goes against Art Russell. It is Josh Pruitt. Ty going to say he'll run against Diana Castro in the second round. First run B-Gas is my Vicar, number 1 qualifier. Wayne Swafford woke up Leroy. First pair out is going to be Sean McLemore and Kelvin Cannon. my number 4 qualifier, Daniel Haynes, out of Inman, South Carolina. And that Patriot going against Dennis Shepard, the Gold Digger out of Clinton, Tennessee. Daniel Haynes, the Patriot, driving away in that right-hand lane. Next pair out going to be Enoch Dixon going against Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile here in the tower side lane. Competition break, Dixon having problems getting back down, so it will be Ted McGee. But Thunderstruck car out of Campbell, South Carolina. Going against Michael Walters, Thomas Wild Willers out of Rayford, North Carolina, the number 16 qualifier. Saw him earlier winning his class in the Wilkesboro final with Mr. Charlie Lee here in the Tennessee Charlie Mustang out of Sparta, Tennessee. He's going to get Tullahoma, Tennessee's little hillbilly hoodlum, Greg Anderson. Toting it on down. Charlie Lee advances into the next round. The Rye Burton Schroeder, second coming Chevy 2 tower side lane, the son of Strychnine over there in that right-hand lane. Walden horsepower under the hood. Robbie goes red and Bert goes to the next round. Next pair out going to be Ken Rainwater going against Adam Lowhorn, the Renegade against the Rod Slinger. Birmingham, Alabama against Palmyra, Indiana. A little bit of distance in between their hometowns, but they're all one thing in common. They're here at Knoxville Dragway today with the Southeast Gassers, presented to you by Mahle Motorsport. Rainwater out first, and the Renegade going down the track. Right-hand lane going to go into round number 2. Kobe Welch, the Moonbeam car, going to be going against the Ditch Digger, Jerry Martin out of Social Circle, Georgia. Good run. Kobe out there going, it looks like it's going to be right-hand lane. Right-hand lane does take the win. Mr. Jimmy Huff and that whoopie-coot, Bill Rebels and that Black Betty. Good forward on forward, look like right-hand lane out there a little bit, and it is Bill Rebels, Black Betty advancing into the next round. One more pair and we'll move into A-Gas. It's going to be Jerry Birch, the Freebird, going against Dandridge, Tennessee's Bustin' Loose Ray Fossil. That Barracuda car is for sale. Fossil up there, but looks like it's going to be right-hand lane Jerry Birch. Okay, first pair out is going to be Rob Walden, the number 6 qualifier against Dean Jonas, the number 7 qualifier. Agent Orange out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. Rob Walden out of the Atlanta area. Going to be Rob Walden. Next pair out, the number 1 qualifier, Kenneth Phillips, going against Greg Stelz, Wapak, Wisconsin. 57 Pontiac called the Joker. Out of Greg's Speed Shop, Greg Stales got his hands full here because the Silver Streak is on today. And Kenneth Phillips, he'll run Rob Walden next round. Next pair out is going to be the man that won our Wilkesboro race in A-Gas, Gabriel Burrell. That Kazi horsepower 31 Model A going against Ben Christopher. Christopher is my current record holder in A-Gas. Next pair out going to be Chase Howard, a number 2 qualifier out of Greer, South Carolina, going against Doyle Lynn, the honky-tonk Henry J. out of Dalton, Georgia. He was the number 11 qualifier. That Mountain Creek, Harley Davidson, Henry J. A beautiful paint job on these machines. That red, white, blue Chevelle like a rocket is out of here. And he's going to advance into the next round. Chase Howard. Mitch Stott, a 2003 IHRA Pro Mod World Champion in that frequent flyer 63 split winner. He's going to get Greer, South Carolina's Little Red Wagon, Barry Lynn with the power horsepower under the hood. Mitch Stott using that Kazi horsepower. Good run, Mitch Stott, right-hand lane. Barry Lynn running right on his tail, couldn't run him down. And Mitch Stott, that frequent flyer, going to advance into the next round. Marlon Short out of Kingsport, Tennessee. Bowling Springs, South Carolina, the chick magnet, Leslie Horn. And good run, but Leslie, Chick Magnet, going to get on down. He's going to advance into the next round. Steve Spenny Davis in the tower side. Greg Varner, you already see him. He's won the Wilkesboro race earlier in our qualifying times. Mark Hackett Out of Lebanon, Tennessee, the Mercury Poison, my 2020 Superstock World Champion. Rick Cathcart out of Dandridge, Tennessee. Jerry Dean and Randy Kiefer. All right, first run, second round, C-Gas here at Knoxville Dragway, presented to you by Mahle Motorsport. It's going to be out of Edmond, South Carolina, the young blood. This car right here, when it comes to Knoxville, it always performs. Josh Pruitt. Okay, next pair is going to be Ben Hill out of Waxhaw, North Carolina, the Bucker Time car. Bucker Time against Jumping Jack Flash. Who's it going to be? Ben Helms. Helms, whole shot he Cummins, and it looked like Bucker Time going to go to round number 3. Ernie Smith going against Billy Wilson. Ernie, the Saturday Night Special, Priority Heating and Air, Wings, etc. Chevy 2, going against the little Fulton horsepowered 49 Studebaker of Billy Wilson. Next pair out is going to be Brad Wimberly against Ricky Jones. Ricky Jones going to advance into the next round, where he'll run either Todd Oden or Diana Casto. And talking about those two, here they come around the bend. Oden, the number 1 qualifier, already won the Wilkesboro C-Gas race. Trying to double down here in Knoxville. A big 58 Delray takes a lot of horsepower to get that front end off the ground the way he does. Diana Casto out of Sandyville, Virginia. Her and her husband built this car on their carport. Everything but the lettering. Casto coming in right there. She left with him, but it looks like Oden going to drive away. That big 58 Delray right-hand lane taking the win. Tim Hall, my 2022 C-Gas World Champion, going against Shannon Hyde. All right, number 1 qualifier, Leroy Wayne Swafford. He is coming up against Sean McLemore, the fortunate son from Clinton, Tennessee, trying to put away the number 1 qualifier. Leroy drives around and Mr. Swafford advances into the next round. Next pair out is going to be Ken Rainwater and Mike Blackwell, Birmingham, Alabama. the Renegade Chevy 2 against Mike Blackwell, the Thunderstruck Thunderbird out of Campbell, South Carolina. Gonna be a good run right here. Can Renegade get Thunderstruck? We'll have to see. Rainwater out on Blackwell, and I don't think the Thunderbird's gonna be able to chase him down. No, Renegade right hand lane. Good side-by-side lead. Who's it gonna be? Looks like the right-hand lane couldn't get there, and Daniel Haynes gonna advance into the next round. Bill Revels against Kobe Welch. Kobe's broke, so Bill Revels. Ted McGee, the ladder fell, he has the bye. He'll run Charlie Lay, who's already won. Who won the Wilkesboro B-Gas. He's going to have a competition bye. It's his competition. Supposed to be Kobe Welch. He broke, so Charlie Lee will come up and make his run, where next round he'll have Ted McKee. Rob Walden going against Kenneth Phillips. Winner gets a bye in the next round, as we'll be down to 3 cars in A-Gas. Kenneth Phillips taking the win. Next pair out is going to be Ben Crisper and Leslie Horn. This could be a final of any event right here. Here they are running in second round. Leslie Horn out there in the Chick Magnet going into the next round. Mitch, the number 5 qualifier. Chase, the number 2 qualifier. Upper end out there is going to be Mitch Stott. Rick Cathcart going against Rick Varner. Winner goes against Jerry Dean in the finals in Superstock. Good side-by-side run to Rick Varner. Going to take that win there. Coming up next, SEGA. Out of Coleman, Alabama, comes the stud muffin. Ricky Jones going against Todd Oden. Todd Oden out of here, double X. Coming up now, Josh Pruitt against Ben Helms. Tim Hall going against Billy Wilson. Problems for Tim Hall. So Billy Wilson will advance to run against Todd Oden. Wayne Swalford going against Ken Rainwater. Red light for Rainwater, and Swalford done woke up Leroy. Pitt McGee, the Rocky Top Missile in the tower side lane in that Tennessee orange. Charlie Lee out of Sparta, Tennessee in that white Mustang. And Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile, takes the win. Next pair up, we'll have a bye into the finals. Bill Rebels against Daniel Haynes. A-Gas coming out, Kenneth Phillips. Only down to 3 cars. Kenneth has the bye, being the number 1 qualifier. It's Mitch Stott and Leslie Horn. Robin getting Leslie in the beans. Mitch already. Mary Beth Haynes done got him in. The frequent flyer against the Chick Magnet. Who's going to be going into the finals against Kenneth Phillips? Todd Wimmer, the Southern Comfort, going against the Georgia Shaker 3. Alan Platt taking the win there. Rob going to make a run for lane choice. Josh Pruitt going to run for lane choice. He'll run either Todd Oden or Billy Wilson. They're going to be the next pair out. Billy Wilson in that troublemaker, Fulton horsepower, one-way technology horsepower for Oden's Big Del Rey. Billy Wilson goes red, and Todd Owens going to another finals. Daniel Haynes running for lane choice. I don't guess he cares about lane choice. He's going to ease down the track. Wayne Swalford and Leroy Towerside lane, the Rocky Top Missile Ted McGee over in that right-hand lane. Place side-by-side run upper end, going to be Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile, into another finals here in Knoxville. The Diesel Bug, Doug Loudermilk out of Cumming, Georgia, going against John Finch. It's the 56th try here in the Towerside lane. Next pair out going to be my AFX final. Alan Platt and that Georgia Shaker 3 against the Dixie Twister. Once again. Rick Varner going against Jerry Dean, and Jerry Dean hoping that he's going to break the jinx that Varner has on him. Varner, my super stock champion for 2022, has won all the races in Superstock so far this year, but Jerry Dean has run against him in every race that we've run for the finals. Dirtman car back in the winner's circle again. They're going to be the Ford. Out of Inman, South Carolina, Josh Pruitt behind the wheel. Is it going to be the Alabama-based Double X 58 Delray driven by Todd Oden? The Oden & Son Racing Team, one-way technology. Clean start by both cars. Pruitt out there, but can Oden run him down? Yes, he does. Todd Oden doubles down here in Knoxville. Double X doubles down in Knoxville.
Didn't qualify for the first two events this year, bro.
Coming out now. The Patriot against the Rocky Top Missile, Daniel Haynes. going to be going into the tower side lane. The Rocky Top Missile, Mr. Ted McGee, is going to have a chance to pick up one win. He had a chance to pick up two, but he got beat by Charlie Lee from Sparta, Tennessee, in that little Mustang earlier. Daniel trying to pick up his first win of the year, but he's got a very tough competitor to try to put down. Mary Beth bringing that Patriot into the beams. Daniel Haynes may be out on him up there, upper end. Who's it going to be? Ted McGee, Rocky Top Missile, taking another win here in Knoxville, defending his home turf. I talked to him earlier and I said, you're in your home state, you're going to have to win it. Kenneth Phillips, my 2019 world champion out of Campbell, South Carolina, the little Silver Streak 2 Corvette. It's going against my 2022 A-Gas world champion out of Bowling Springs. That chick magnet, the Robbins Repairable Leslie Horn and Associates Chevrolet over there in that right-hand lane. Black 55 Chevrolet against the silver Corvette called Silver Streak 2. This is the final run of the afternoon, but everybody's going to be talking about it for days. Leslie Horn, I'm out of here. He dropped the clutch and was gone before the tree was activated. So going to be Kenneth Phillips. Got my H-Gas winner, Mr. Doug Loudermilk. You're back from my home state, Cumming, Georgia there, son.
That's it.
Glad to represent the state of Georgia here in this Beelzebub. Good-looking machine. I know you had problems down at, I know you don't want to hear this, but I just, back in Warner, Reynolds track, yeah. You just had to go out there and try that quarter-mile pass.
We're not interested
Everybody
in
was telling you,
don't
not
do
a
it.
good idea.
Don't do it.
But what did you do?
I done it.
You did it, but it didn't turn out good. Congratulations on your win here today at Knoxville Dragway, and looking forward to see you in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
That's it. We'll be there.
Mr. Doug Loudermilk of the Beelzebub, winner of H-Gas here in Knoxville Dragway today.
I mean, that's a little bit more, and it'll be centered. If you want it centered, just a little bit more. That'd be good.
All right, here with Rob Walden and Rocky Platt. Rob Walden, you took over the driving chores of the Dixie Twister earlier this year as Rocky had issues and all this stuff, eventually had to have shoulder surgery, and really have done a fantastic job driving the Dixie Twister, never being behind the wheel of the car and all this stuff. Comes so close to being the first car in the fives at the first race. Actually, the first pass you made down the track was within 9,000 seconds. You were the first car to go in the fives. How does it feel whenever you're driving this car, knowing it seems like you're having more fun than you normally do?
It's definitely a fun car. I really enjoy driving it for Rocky. We have a good time. Being the first in the fives, I told Rocky before, I said, this is the car that deserves to be first in the five because there's so much family history, so much history with this car. You know, I just think that I'm just happy we were the first to be in the 5 second zone.
Yeah, I tell you what, the wheel man, he took over the driving chores. He's won every race. He's actually won 2 races today because you run the Southern Comfort car earlier for the Wilkesboro finals and defeated him. And then you could have been a better race to run the Georgia Shaker against the Dixie Twister. Alan doing what he had to do to outrun the car because he went red on you and all this stuff, but you still run a quicker ET and all this stuff. Great to have you behind the wheel I'm used to working on the car, and it really hurts me to see when the car's going down the track because I spent so many years with Rocky and them. But Kelvin Cannon did a great job whenever he built this car. And he also built the Georgia Shaker as well, because he and Sonny Hall had the dream of the AFX class. And I'm glad to see more cars being built and all this stuff. Sam Gable brought his car out today and all this stuff. He's going to be more, the Peffley's got the AFX cars coming. So glad to have you. The first one in the fives. Congratulations, Rob, on 2 wins here today. You won the Wilkesboro race and you won the Knoxville race. Congratulations to Rob Walden, the driver of the Dixie Twister. He and Rocky Platt right there. This is getting to be a habit right here. Mr. Rick Varner out of Kannapolis, North Carolina. You won 2 races today. You was the first one to double down. You won the Wilkesboro race earlier in the year against Jerry Dean. You've run him every race this year in the finals. But you won the Wilkesboro race and you won the Knoxville race today. Congratulations on your double win here in Knoxville. Congratulations on being 4 races in a row for the Super Stock at Southeast Gassers. A great win. Mr. Rick Varner out of Kannapolis, North Carolina, the Dirt Man car, my current 2022 champion, my current points leader in Super Stock. Looks like you're going to be the first one to win 2 back-to-back. Everybody's been trying to do it. So congratulations, Mr. Rick Varner.
Let me say something. I'll say something. I want to thank Jerry Dean, wherever he's at. He does a good job, runner-up at every race this year and just starting. Him and his crew do a great job. And Bully, Danny, man, I couldn't do it without you guys. And Spinny and that team, you see my Spinny shirt. I told Spinny was going to the winner's circle, so.
Yeah, I told everybody earlier that y'all are parked down there together and y'all ended up running each other in the first round or second round. So, but this is what I love about the Southeast Gassers. It's a family. Believe me, whenever Art had his wreck up yonder, all the well wishes and all this stuff, this is a family affair. It's a family reunion, and the drag race breaks out everywhere we go. So Mr. Rick Varner here, any more you want to say?
No. Thanks to all my crew and everybody that helps me all the time. Thank you.
Okay, here with Todd Oden. Been a long time, son, but it's been a long time coming. 2 races in 1 day. You're the Wilkesboro winner, plus you're winning the Knoxville race. Congratulations, Mr. Todd Oden. That's been a long time coming, son. Glad to see that big smile back smiling again. You want to say anything?
Thank y'all so much. It has been a long time, but I'm going to tell you, we've put in the hard work. My crew, all the guys, it's just amazing at how long it's taken us to get back here. We love Knoxville. This is one of our favorite tracks to race at. I want to thank Jeff, Daniel, Chris, Tyler, everybody at One Way Technologies for sticking with us and helping us with our engines. I want to thank Roby at G-Force. What a great guy to work with. Everybody back at our car dealership in Birmingham for sticking it out with us. And it's just, I'm just so happy to be back here. I don't even know what to say. I wish my son was here, but it's just, miss my dad too, goodness gracious. He'd be so happy right now. He'd be standing here with me. But thank y'all so much. Thank everybody. Love all y'all. Love this Southeast Gasser Racing. Thank y'all so much.
I want to say something right here. This man right here, you see on the side of the car, back when we run D-Gas, he won the championship. He's won a race in every one of the A-Gas cars. A-Gas, B-Gas, C-Gas, D-Gas, he has won a race, but he won the championship back in 2017. A great family. Like I say, I know you miss your dad.
I do.
But he's always, this is what, people like this right here is what brings me to the Southeast Gassers, because it's like I've never met him before, but it's like I've knew him all my life. So I think Wayne has got something he wants to say over here.
Awesome.
I want to say something. This man standing right here is the perfect example of determination. If you look up the definition of determination in the dictionary, there should be a picture of this man. The family crisis they've had, the engines is blown up, and you know what? He still supported me and the Southeast Gassers and all you other people. So I want a big round of applause for this man's determination. He's a winner again.
Thank you, Clay.
Mr. Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile. you was up for the double down, but plans got sort of late later when Charlie took it over, but you was able to pull off the Knoxville win here at your home track, Knoxville Dragway. This is 3 out of 4 races that you've won this year.
Yes, sir.
Really glad to have you. Anytime this Rocky Top missile comes up, you know it's going to be a good run. So congratulations to you on your win here at Knoxville today. And we're looking forward to seeing you when we roll into Orangeburg
Yes,
3
sir.
weeks from today. I'm sure you're going to be there.
I'll be there.
Anything you want to say?
Now, I'd just like to thank my pit crew. They've worked hard all weekend. Blake Housley come in from Kansas, been helping me with the car, so really made a difference.
Being akin to Terry Housley?
Yes, just a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Terry Housley back in the Pro Mod days and all that stuff. Mr. Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile winner here at Knoxville in B gas here today at Knoxville Dragway.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Kenneth Phillips. Been a long time coming, son. You was up for the double down and had a little problems out there and all this stuff, but you was able to pull it out on that Knoxville win. Wilkesboro, you did the same thing. You was 13th qualifier going into the final round, and you shot to the top of the charts and made it down to the final 4. And did the same thing today. You got out there and had problems in your first round of qualifying in that Wilkesboro race and had to do the same thing, but you was able to do it. This Silver Streak 2 was on the line today.
It's got a mind of its own. It does what it wants to. So them first couple of paces, it just, once I get them out of the way, I'm good. But them first couple's bad sometimes.
Yeah, last night you was run the fastest time of the afternoon. Right there, that last pass, I know you made that one run and come real close. I thought to myself, he'll be back, and you did. You're running about the same time as you did last night in this final round of eliminations. Give it a big hand of applause for Mr. Kenneth Phillips. My mind is going down. I don't know. Kenneth Phillips, the winner of our Knoxville A-gas race. Way to go, Kenneth. Long to be able to call.
About time. Here last year.
Was it? Okay. Well, I know at one time this man, he was our biggest race winner, 7 in a row, I think.
5 in a row.
5 in a row. So Kenneth was one time winning 5 in a row. So again, I use the word determination. This guy didn't give up. And we thought we was going to lose all the small block Chevys. So he's a little small block at with all his big blocks. So I want to hear it from the small block Chevys and Kenneth Phillips' determination to stick with the small block and win races. Thank you, bud.